Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel, Earth Warrior, Mercury retrograde, right? So, welcome back if you are returning. Welcome if it is your first time. I'm going to do a week ahead spread. So, welcome guys. This is a timeless reading. Whenever you come across it, there's probably a message in it for you. However, we do have 6 planets retrograde right now, so the energies have been fun. Remember, you guys, that if you're watching for your sun sign, you know, if it doesn't, it's not going to resonate for everyone, right? It's the messages are going to come through for who needs to hear them. However, if your sun sign isn't resonating with you, do check your other placements. I am open for private readings, so that info is in the description box. If you would like a reading, please let me know. And yeah, guys, I guess let's just get into it. Let's pull a collective card, and then we'll do each sign. I've actually done this, started this a couple of times. I didn't get all the way through. We're gonna try again. This is for the week ahead. I protect the reading and get the cards ready and everything before I get started. I do take a minute here during this time because this is our spirit guide advice. So I take time to give my gratitude. I say thank you to God, to my higher self, my spirit guides and way showers that help me channel and deliver these messages to you guys, as well as your guides and way showers and you guys for helping me deliver the message to you and to you guys for receiving it, right? So Spirit, what do the watchers need to know about the week ahead collectively? Ooh. Oh wow, look what tried to pop out. In each other we find ourselves. I'm going to read that. It feels really strong. Okay. That feels like the one, guys. When you know, right? All right. I'm working on my camera view still. Okie dokie, artichoke. I don't know. What is that, a number? Whoa. 42. Which would break down to a 6. Okay. Okay. So what do we have? There is a spiritual purpose that only you can fulfill. As you move forward on your journey, you create space for others to move along behind you. As the ones ahead of you move forward, so too does room open up for your expansion. Upon this earth, we are building the sacred temple, each fulfilling our tasks as we assist and support each other in our collective divine mission. Perfect card for this, I'm telling you. How can you help with your heart most actively engaged? What can you offer which inspires which inspires and energizes you so much that others are uplifted in your presence? How can you receive from others joyfully, bringing them pleasure? Engage in Mercury retrograde. Engage in giving and receiving deeply and with devotion. Your wisdom and openness to life generates healing on our earth. This is like about raising your vibration. It's about how when we heal ourselves, we help each other. When we heal ourselves, we heal each other. This is very good for a collective card, I think. Healing is indicated. It talks about raising your vibration as well, right? Because when you're vibing high, just being in the presence of other people, that raises their vibration as well. Healing is indicated, especially of wounds about connection and trust, safety and tribe, belonging and permission to be a unique individual. At a physical level, more vitality is indicated and ample energy for healing. At a spiritual level, a deepening awareness of a unified consciousness is opening up within you, which will bring you into deeper divine communion and increase your effectiveness as a healing presence and sacred activist in this world. You have a destiny to fulfill, and there will be much help from many different people to fulfill it. The universe wants you to succeed. Do not hesitate to ask and receive assistance for your fulfillment of your own mission helps others. I just said that, right? It's like the more that you're healing, the more that you're working on yourself, the more that you're raising your vibration, that is, it's helping everybody else and everybody around you. All connected, right? Aquarius. Welcome to your sneak peek at the week ahead. And guess what? I started this last night and I don't know, it's happened to me a few times. I guess when I'm not supposed to finish doing the readings, something comes over me where I just feel like I'm gonna pass out. Like I need to go to sleep immediately. And then I go to bed and didn't go right to sleep, but I felt like I needed to. So anyway, I'm doing it again tonight, and I've decided to do the fixed signs only. I'm just feeling called to do that. Sorry guys, I got sage on my table. So the fixed signs only probably has something to do with the planets, honestly. So yeah, Aquarius, let's do this. Excuse my children. Spirit, please connect me to Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross Watchers. Whoever wants to hear it. Queen of Cups, Aquarius. I got your actually first cards laid out last night, and I can't even remember what they were, so I'm probably not supposed to. All right. Like Seven of Swords. The Hermit and the Chariot fell out. I just like, you know, was readjusting the cards. But I'm going to keep that in mind. Ooh. Wow. Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Well, alrighty then, Aquarius. Six of Cups. Look at that bottom of the deck. Queen of Wands. So there's some fire, but the rest is water. So we're definitely looking at emotions. Everything is water here. So that's a whole bunch of Cancer energy. Anyway, you could be dealing with the Cancer. You're definitely, whoa, you know, oh yeah. You're definitely dealing with some type of soulmate. Lover. We've got the Moon and the Lovers right there. The Empress. Wow, I cannot make this shit up, you guys. You could definitely be dealing with a Cancer, Aquarius. The Queen of Cups again. And the Wheel of Fortune. Hold on. Funny, the Wheel of Fortune has all the fixed signs in it, right? Hold on. I'm looking at this like, okay. Let me get them out and then we'll see. That's crazy. Aquarius, wow. You seem to be, okay, so already what's coming through is that you are having a lot of nostalgia. Okay, so the Moon energy, and then there's something hidden or unknown, but I'm already picking up, like, looking back at some moment in time where, I don't know, there's all of these cards are looking back to the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Queen of Wands, look. So there's that's Aries, Leo, Sag energy, Queen of Wands, fire. Okay, so we don't have any air energy that has shown up yet. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, just. So we have an Empress and 2 queens. 3 queens. Okay. 4 queens if you count this queen over here. Holy shit, that way. And the moon is here again. Okay. With the 3 of Pentacles. So 7 of Wands at the bottom. So the moon is here again. With the 3 of Pentacles. This is, you know, emotions are good, right? Emotions, intuition, all of that. But emotions can get very, you know, sometimes we can't see things clearly. We can get caught up in emotions. And this is a lot of fucking water, you guys. This is a lot of emotion. Part of my language. That's too many to keep, but okay, so this is just a week ahead. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. Likely outcome. Or no, advice. That was advice on how to proceed for the week. Ooh, look at the Emperor came out. Wow. Okay. With the moon. Look, I can't make this shit up. The moon is at the bottom now. Okay. 8 of Pentacles is what we're starting with at the bottom. Wow. The King of Swords. There you are. Your energy, right? And the World card. So still 2 major arcana is the World and the Moon at the bottom of the deck. Okay. That's your advice. Interesting. Yep, this is one of the cards that I was just looking at. So it came out. This represents isolation and loneliness. It could represent a separation that is yet to come. It's sort of like a Tower energy as well. We have the 3 of Pentacles here, and amongst with 2 Queens of Cups and an Empress, you know, could be some type of third party, and how that manifests for everybody will be different. But hold on. See, there's 2 Queens of Cups here. It could be 2 different cups of being offered, you know, of love, 2 different. Look, oh my God. Listen, King of Swords at the bottom. So over here we have the Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups. And I'm just sitting here noticing we have these 2, right? Knight of Cups, Knight of Cups. Okay. With the Ace of Swords. So where does the Queen of Pentacles come in? What's going on, Aquarius? Wow. Definitely there's some offers being made, right? Of relationship, of love. We have 2 Queen of Cups. We have 2 Knight of Cups. We have the relationship and commitment card. We have the 6 of Cups over here, which is a nostalgia and thinking back to the past. A past soulmate. And guess what? Okay, the Empress is here. So this could be a Taurus, an earth sign, or any sign, right? This Empress. But this is an earth sign. And then we have 2 different queens here. We have the moon, which could be Cancer or Pisces energy. You know, cups are Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So it's interesting this. This is also, this card can stand for the authorities too. I just feel like I need to say that. But check it out. This is weird, Aquarius. So the moon are things that are hidden, the subconscious. It's feminine energy. It's the shadow aspect of things. It can be a little confusion and illusion. So then you have these two queens of water here, right? And then you have the queen of fire and then the queen of earth, which I'm not saying that these couldn't all be the same person or could be you, but no, this is definitely more than one person. I'm going to say that. I feel like it's 3 people. I feel like it's 3 people. And don't get caught up on genders or signs. These are just the energies they're showing up in, right? So the Queen of Cups, both of the, you know, they have these cups of water, of love, emotion, feelings. Also very intuitive. So and then the fire, that's somebody who's very attractive, very passionate, very go-getter, very, you know, fire. And then the pentacles, the mother, the one that's very grounded. I digress. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how many people are here. It's going to be different for everyone, but I'm describing the energies I felt the need to. And then over here, this is finally where like the king of air shows up, you know, Aries, Leo, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. With the Emperor, which could be any sign, but it is Aries, Taurus for me a lot, because the Emperor and the Empress is there. So, okay, so in the past, there's like 3 people here, probably. We do have the 3 of Pentacles, right? And then things that are kind of like hidden, this separation or isolation, right? There's something that happened in the past that like, because the wheel is all about divine timing, karmic situations, fortune, fate, right? So this is the past. So it'll be different for everyone, but something happened. I feel this is a big something that happened. And all these offers and everything are kind of like dependent on this, because everybody's like, you know, and that's why I felt the need to say, like, you know, for some people this could be an incarceration. I mean, I don't know. This feels kind of like a isolation and loneliness, and but also, I don't know. Let's move on. So it'll be different for everyone, but there's like a couple of different offers of love here, people here, and a lot of things that are just unknown. So here in the present, we have 2 offers, 2 actions that are trying to be taken, because Knights are all about action. So these are 2 Knights of Cups. The Commitment card. And the Ace of Swords, which is some type of communication or truth or understanding. I'm going to have to get another one. I said one. King of Cups, Knight of Swords, and the Star card, Aquarius. Two of Cups. 1 second. Yes. No. 2 of Cups is here. Look at this. 2 of Cups, that's soulmate energy, with the 4 of Wands underneath that, which is also like a commitment, marriage, stable type of energy. Ace of Wands over there. There's a lot going on for you guys, Aquarius. I'm glad I decided to do you guys. And you know what? You guys would like... I knew I had to do Aquarius no matter what. But, I feel like I need to do Cancer too. I mean, god dang. We got the Queen of Cups twice. We have the King of Cups. We have the Emperor and the Empress. This is definitely like, we're not like talking about maybe work like, unless you love, 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 love your job. You know, like, whoa. So here's the star card. That's your energy, Aquarius. We have the King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Whatever's going on, there seems to be some type of true, like, soulmate people pair here. I just can't figure out, you guys, which is which. Knight of Swords is also communication. So we have two cards of communication here. The Ace of Swords, which is truth. It might not always be pleasant to hear, or, you know, the truth is a double-edged sword, right? The truth can hurt sometimes. And with this particular deck, I get that sometimes. King of Cups. Okay. So what, I'm sorry, you guys, it's taking me so long. I just feel like maybe somebody's being honest. Then the key pops up. Maybe somebody's being honest because there's like a couple of different offers being made here, or but it doesn't feel too malicious, you know? It's like, and it even looks like somebody's being honest here and like saying, I'm gonna follow like my, like I feel guided. I don't know. It's like somebody's like maybe declining one offer or being honest about how they feel. Aquarius. So maybe you or somebody else is communicating that they are in love. That's what this looks like, okay? And maybe it's going to hurt somebody else's feelings, possibly, because there's like I said, there's like more than there's more than two people here, okay? Now, in the future, check it out. Then here comes this Queen of fucking Pentacles with the Six of Cups, which this could definitely be somebody from the past, right? We are in retrograde. So this could be like an earth sign. Wow. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Wow. With the Three of Swords, with the Six of Cups. So this is like a, wow, with the Six of Swords at the bottom, right? Leo. Hola. Sun, moon, rising, cross watcher, whoever. Welcome. We're gonna do a look at the week ahead, peek at the week ahead. So remember, it's not gonna resonate for every one of you guys. It's gonna come through for who needs to hear it. If it doesn't, check your other placements, okay? So I decided to do fixed signs this week. I'm gonna go and do all the fixed, mutable, cardinal. I'll do them that way. It'll be something different, right? All right, we're getting right into it then. Did you see the way that flew out of there? Past, the Chariot, Cancer energy, present. Oh. The Knight of Swords. It's been everywhere, that Knight of Swords. People are, oh, Mercury retrograde. Maybe people are talking out of their arse. Out of their arse. A lot. Or speaking too soon. Or speaking too hastily. Future. Seven of Pentacles, Five of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. Leo, Leo, Leo. Page of Swords here at the bottom. 2 sevens off top. This 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords with the 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Making a decision between two, feeling stuck and needing to make a decision. In the past, right? In the future, what do I got here? For Leo. Alright then. I don't know where this accent is coming from. Knight of Cups with the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy with the King of Pentacles there. It doesn't have to be those signs, but it's just somebody who's very grounded and down to earth. Pretty abundant. I'm not keeping that. I'm going to take a look at it. I'm keeping this one. Ooh la la. The Lovers. That's Gemini energy with the Lovers with the 6 of Cups here. There's 2 sixes. Okay. What was this? So 5 of Wands. Queen of Wands. King of Swords. Leo, Leo, Leo. Dang, Mercury retrograde must be ain't that what it does? Brings people back, right? But that seems to be kind of a theme. Wow. So 3 sevens. So whenever 3 sevens come into a reading like that, it's like, to me, it's kind of like a little divine guidance, a little destiny. But It's like you were needing to ascend, you were needing to move forward, but you were stuck. There was something that was blocking you. It was, well, it was needing to make some type of decision, but it's like you were of two minds, or, you know, stuck between a rock and a hard place. Page of Swords again. Ace of Swords. Ace of Cups. Yeah. So this card represents falseness and betrayal, right? It can represent Kundalini energy sometimes. I'm not really getting that here, though. I feel like there was some that was connected to the Two of Swords, some type of indecision, right? Page of Swords, Ace of Cups, Lovers. It's definitely connected to some type of, I mean, with the Lovers and the Two of Swords, the Lovers can be making a decision as well. So I feel like in the past, Leo, this is like a, it looks like a situation, like a love situation where, I don't know, it's like you were just stuck. It's a stuck energy is what it is. And because of the Two of Swords energy, because of the stuckness and indecision, I feel like this Page of Swords is like trying to find information to help you make a better decision, maybe, right? It's like feeling like there's some type of falseness and betrayal or something wrong. So it's like trying to find it with this Page of Swords energy. And it's like, but with this Chariot here, it's like there's big movement forward that was being held back, right? This is a past energy. And then the Ace of Cups, it's like you were almost left with only one cup. So trying to work on yourself because there's some type of stuckness here as far as the love situation goes. So presently, Knight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. One second. Wow. Excuse the background noise, guys. I keep forgetting to do the advice cards. Hold on. Wow, that Three of Swords just popped. I don't even know if you were able to see it. I don't even know how good my view is, actually. It's not that great, is it? Okay. Way too many. Well, alrighty then. I love it, Leo, because we've ended with the Sun and the Ace of Wands at the bottom. How's that for Leo energy? Oh, and the King of Pentacles again. So the King of Pentacles twice. Could be dealing with an earth sign. This could definitely just be you. Wow. What is that? Okay. So we'll get to that. This is somebody interesting, because we go from the King of Cups to the Knight of Cups in the future. I think this is somebody deciding to focus on their money, to focus on their material things, to focus on their pinnacles, work, right? Money, abundance, and kind of like just keeping their feelings to their self, right? It's a masculine energy. Now, for some people, it could play out I mean, you could be dealing with the Cancer because we have the Chariot and then this King of Cups here. That's too many, guys. Oh, Five of Swords, the Devil, Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. Ooh, this is a lot of fighting. It's a lot of fighting. It's a lot of not fighting fair, winning at all costs, lying probably, talking. It just feels toxic. It feels very toxic, that communication that's coming through. Wow. This is the Queen of Cups. I'm sorry. This is the King of Cups. And the Moon. And the Five of Cups, you guys. So, Leo. Wow, the King and the Queen of Cups coming out together. Look at this. This is soulmate type energy. Matching pair with the Moon. But in this deck, let me see something. Because I know the King is like somebody who uses emotions to manipulate or uses relationships. Let me see. One who controls emotions, knows how to use relationships in order to get things done. Queen of Cups. One who is motivated by love, can be psychic or clairvoyant, a seeker of things unseen. So it can be psychic or so very intuitive, right? And then we have the Moon is kind of like, you know, you have to be very intuitive to kind of like, the Moon are things that are hidden in the subconscious, right? Okay. So this is a relationship that's kind of really stuck and stagnant, even though there's two people here that are kind of, you know, we have a King and a Queen of Cups. The feminine energy seems to be very intuitive or knows something, but the masculine seems to be very much focused in the material, okay? And uses, you know, controls their emotions very well. Makes sense to why somebody was left to focus on their self in the past, okay? So moving into the future, this is just a week ahead, guys, but it's almost like, if there's a lot of conflict. Still the fighting. Even any offers of love or anything, it's like still very guarded. All right, so there's this King of Pentacles energy, right? This Earth energy, this... could be a lot of mental conflict as well. I'm feeling for the more masculine energy. We have a masculine and a feminine out here now. So we have the King of Pentacles twice. We have the King and Queen of Cups. We have the masculine and feminine of this deck, right? So we definitely have some matching energetically counterparts here. It's like this masculine energy is mentally conflicted about like money, about, you know, Seven of Pentacles can be not getting back what you've put in. It can be wasted time, like needing to cut your losses with something. Seven of Wands. I mean, Seven of Cups, Three of Cups. Yes. Four of Wands. So this, okay, I'm just going to say it, guys. Whoever's watching for Leo, there's this masculine energy who's still kind of very much not ready to settle down. There, I said it. It's like they're not ready to invest much, you know. They're kind of wanting to have their cake and eat it too, is what I'm seeing. It's like Seven of Cups, Three of Cups, having a lot of offers. There's a lot of confusion, right? The moon is here. There's Four of Wands here. There is, it's like, but there's too many other, it's a lot of confusion. It's too much. There's too many other cups and stuff around. So we have two kings, the King of Swords and the King of... So Leo, it's like you or someone else, but be very logical. Whoa. Look, Four of Cups, Judgment, and the King of Wands comes out. Seven of Wands, Four of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, yes. And in this deck, this Seven of Wands talks about you or somebody else may have something that they need to atone for. Don't judge others or yourself too harshly, but it's like being defensive as well, right? Four of Cups, being bored or discontent, not accepting an offer. Seven of Pentacles again, all these sevens, right? Seven of Pentacles again, this, you know, it's investing, but it's, you know, sometimes, especially with like the Four of Cups, it's really cutting your losses with something. Four of Swords, taking time away. Can be praying and meditating and resting too, but we've got the Judgment with the Five of Wands. So, yeah, at least for the next week, I think it would be best, like I said, and that exactly in this Seven of Cups, if I go to the book, it says don't do anything right now. If there's not a clear, wait till there's a better, clearer view of options and, you know, outcomes, because there's too much confusion. There's somebody who's not ready to settle down here is what this is, and that's why. But there is a divine, like there is this masculine and feminine. They're kind of a matching type of energy. Now, advice with the Death card, King of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles, y'all. 10 is a number of completion as well. What's the Death? Oh, Knight of Wands. No, I wasn't going to end it there. Okay. Wow. Two tens. Ten of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. The advice is to kind of like just find something that you're like Five of Cups. Look how that deck just cut open there too. Yeah, I feel like this is a little bit cutting because it's like somebody here is really standing left holding love for somebody that's not ready to commit. It's like there's still a lot of offers on the table. There's still a lot of confusion emotionally, whatever it may be, emotionally and mentally, right? And it's almost like they don't have, it's like the money or material world isn't really adapt or equipped for either, right? Three kings, you guys. No. Queen. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the Queen of Swords. Damn it. So King, Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles, and the King of... It's still two kings. King of Wands. It's like, oh, also I see that there's like going to be some type of offer made, but it's like using your discernment and being very logical about it, right? With this Judgment, the King of Wands, King of Swords, Queen of Swords. It's like, be very honest and logical about what type of offer this knight is offering, because look, it's not, it still has a lot of armor on. Like, you know, if you're offering love, why are you wearing armor like you're going to war? Right? That's what I'm getting off of this. So it's like, be very careful, be very logical, because this masculine energy still looks like somebody who's very conflicted. Like we already said, mentally, the money, stability, time, and energy that they can invest is like, it's going all towards one thing. It doesn't even look like it's paying off. This is the future. Even like here in the, right now with this masculine energy, it's like 8 of Pentacles, right? But in the future, it's 7 of Pentacles. So there's also some type of setback, which could be playing and leading into more like where this 5 of Swords energy is coming from, this mental conflict with them as well. That could, you know, they could have a lot going on, and some financial or material world setbacks, right? And it's like there's this Knight of Cups offering something to a queen anyway, right? And king. So it's just like, use your discernment and good judgment. There's no need to rush anything. Then the King of Pentacles again, which we already had it over here, all mentally conflicted, right? And taking some type of loss. It's like this King of Pentacles death card, 10 of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. I feel like it's like separation that's yet to come, yeah. And that the matter is going to succeed. So I do feel like there's some type of, if it's not, there's not already, like, I don't feel like this is like there's already some type of separation, but I feel like there's a little bit more separation that's coming in, probably. There could also be somebody else coming in trying to offer you something as well, right? Yeah, I think this King of Pentacles is needing to go through a bit of a transformation. But I do kind of see in the meantime there being some type of fire sign energy popping up. Oh, wow. Wow. Leo. Yeah, you guys, for the next week, I say just follow your passions. There's definitely like this heavy energy. It says heavy connection here, but there's a big need for a big transformation, right? And right now, it's almost like somebody's still sowing their royal oats, or they're still, I don't want to say it like that, but they're not ready for commitment. But then there is a commitment, and like this tree of life, this healthy commitment, it's like coming in. It's set into motion right down here. It's weird how these came out right here. The King of Swords, or the King of Pentacles, why did I say King of Swords? This is somebody who needs to go, who's going through a transformation. But it's like, It's almost like how this looks, like 5D going through the transformation in the physical world. It's shedding things that aren't serving them anymore. Okay? And then how it's almost like how it's perceived, how it looks, is like somebody who's Knight of Swords, player type energies, you know, Three of Pentacles, like third party situations, falseness and betrayal, you know, painful endings. But and then it's like, this is almost like what's really happening. It's like something's being set into motion. There's this healthy, you know, deep rooted commitment, relationship, connection. So I would say don't get caught up on the way things look in the physical. Let's get some of this advice and we'll close it out. For Leo, advice for Leo. Advice for Leo. There it goes. Woo! Trickster. Spirit Keeper of the North. Remember when I said be careful about this King of Cups? What he's offering? It's like somebody offering something that they don't have or that they don't. Okay, let's see. Things are not as they seem. Didn't I just say that? Thank you, Sput. Don't get caught up on the way things look in the physical. It's almost like it's not, you know, this is the way it looks, but there's something very at a deeper level going on. So, things are not as they seem. Something that seems bad may in fact be good and vice versa. Is that not what I just said? Anyway. Don't take everything at face value. Look beneath the surface. I can't make this up, people. This card encourages you to try to find humor or gentle amusement in seemingly difficult situations. It also encourages you to have irrepressible fun. Sorry. Step out of the mold. Your native spirit wants you to know. In indigenous traditions, there is the concept of the tricksters. In Native American traditions, the trickster is often depicted as a wily coyote, but sometimes the trickster is a human called Heoka. There is a light-hearted fun aspect of the trickster, but there is also the caution to tread carefully because things are not always as they seem. I just said, how many times in this reading did I say you need to use your discernment? Be discerning. What appears to be a good opportunity may in fact not be. The wonderful aspect of this card choosing you is that it offers the opportunity to step out of the old, outmoded ways of perceiving yourself. The trickster allows you to see yourself in an entirely new way and asks you to step out of the old routines and habits that might be keeping you stagnant. I also feel like it's asking you not to take yourself so seriously. For some reason, I felt the need to say that. Okay, so be discerning, Leo. don't get caught up on the way things look. I feel like there's definitely something going on at a much deeper level. And just also have fun. Have fun, guys. It's not always, you know, this too shall pass, and check back with me next week to see how it, let's see how it goes. All right, guys, thanks. Hit the like button on your way out. What's up, Scorpio? We're going to make it through this, like, days later. I'm gonna edit this together, but started it a couple days ago. I've been doing a lot of personal readings, though. And I've also decided this will probably be the last video that I do for a while with, this type of spread, past, present, future. So this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Cross Watcher, or whoever is drawn. We're going to look at what you most need to know for the week ahead. I decided, after I actually made the first part where I drew this card, I was going to do all signs, and I decided to do just the fixed signs, because the fixed signs seem to be, even though my readings are timeless, so if you're watching this at a later date, there's still probably something here for you if you feel drawn to watch it. But as I'm recording this, I feel that there's a lot of things, like astrologically, I don't really know. I'm not an astrology major or anything, but it feels like fixed signs are being affected a little right now. So I'll just go through this zodiac, and instead of doing elemental, I'll do fixed, mutable, cardinal, and what's the other one? Fixed, mutable, cardinal, the other one's got to be where you transition smoothly, not like mutable, but like mutable. Okay, anyway, I digress. So this isn't going to resonate for every, that's going to bother me now that I can't remember. This isn't going to resonate for every Scorpio, you know, Sun, Moon, Rising. The messages are going to come through for who needs to hear it. It is a general. I do private readings. If you want one, check out the description box below. All right, so Spirit, please connect me to the zodiac sign of Scorpio. What do they most need to know about the week ahead? It's the supporting energy. Alrighty then. So where the deck split, we've got the King of Cups, which could be your energy, right? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And then the Nine of Wands. So maybe the Nine of Wands is usually like the wounded warrior, being very, you know, been through a battle, getting ready to surrender. Could be feeling that way in this week ahead. I mean, and the cards that came out are kind of like being at this crossroad, and the Seven of Cups, which is confusion, illusion, possibly having a lot of options. That's the past, though. So let's see. Oh, okay. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords with the Ten of Wands at the bottom. So that's like both of those are completion numbers. So there may be, okay, the Nine of Wands was what was just there a minute ago, yeah. So there's the Ten of Wands. The next one is the 10. So you may be feeling like a little Nine of Wands, but now like you're close to like closing the cycle with something, releasing some burdens, moving towards calmer waters with that. It could be painful or sudden. This is betrayal, backstabbing, but it is an ending. It's a painful ending. So future. That was the Six of Cups that tried to pop out. Nostalgia. Okay, so we are in Mercury retrograde as I'm recording this as well. So you could be thinking, hopefully, you might be thinking that to past times about this situation in the future. It's the future for Scorpio. Five of Swords. Let me get them all out and we'll go from there. Shuffle these and keep them all in the upright. But I often feel like giving them another little shuffle. Seven of Cups again, as we're clarifying the Seven of Cups. So there's a lot of confusion, possibly a lot of options. This is feeling more like illusion or confusion. Well, it's the past, so I can't really give advice. I mean, it's going to be different for everyone. For some of you, maybe you were just now experiencing this past energy, right? But it's a lot of, we've got five of Wands, 5 of Swords. This is a lot of conflict, competition, and fighting. Arguments, disagreements, differences of opinions. 5 and 7. The 5 and 2 is 7. 7 of Wands, defensiveness, blocking, guarded. Ten of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the Empress. Interesting. Well, all right then. And that was sitting on the table just a second ago, so it ended up coming out. Okay, so all right then. 6 of Pentacles at the bottom. This one's kind of like, well, usually it's like giving to 2 or can be helped sometimes. This one's a different energy. I don't know. I might end up reading that in a second. Okay. It's almost like feeding someone crumbs is the vibe I'm getting from that. And then underneath that was the Tower and then the 3 of Swords, right? And then the King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the 8 of Cups. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. All right. In the past, or however it is for you as you're watching this, we have some conflict, some fighting, some competition, disagreements, right? 5 of Wands. It's like each one of these people, these sticks are like ideas or opinions, right? The energy that they carry, right? And they're fighting each other. They're battling, kind of, you know? There's 2 of Wands is usually like being at some sort of a crossroads, or it can be like picking between 2 paths, picking between 2 things, people. If this one has the element of a lovebird with this deck, and sometimes there could have been okay, so this could be having a lot of options, having a lot of people competing for you and not really knowing what is the clear decision. Or this could be whatever it is, it's still the energy of there being a lot of competing and conflict and confusion. However that manifests, it could be manifest a few different ways. It could be on your end or a person that you're dealing with or within work. You know, this can manifest all kinds of ways. Oh. 4 of Wands in the reverse. Knight of Cups. So, yeah. Okay. Yes. In the past, Scorpio. Okay, so the 4 of Wands came out in the reverse. Crap, my battery's dying. The 4 of Wands came out in the reverse. This is, you know, in the upright, it's heading towards stability, heading towards celebration, headed towards 4 of Wands can be marriage, you know. It's definitely stability and success. It's in the reverse. It flew out in the reverse. So I feel like this conflict and fighting or whatever was connected in some way to their, you know, something wasn't moving towards any stability. Something, there was too much, there's not clarity, there is confusion, right? So you can't really pick a clear path or make clear decisions in 7 of Wands or 7 of Cups energy, see? You might even pick a cup that has some bullshit in it. Or I always tell people, like, what I was going to say a minute ago is when you're in 7 of Cups energy, don't do anything. Don't make any committed, like, you know, it's like, don't make a decision if you can't see clearly. This card represents, again, this is scathing disagreements and arguments. like this. Look how that looks like a scathing disagreement. This stands for sorrows and like, so there's just fighting and competition. It's just, it's not headed towards anything. It's not headed towards success. It's not headed towards stability. It's just confusion and yeah. So that was the past. Now, so here we're present energy is an ending, hopefully, to this, right? But it seems to be somewhat, somebody feels betrayed. It's painful. We have the Empress, which can be any sign. It is major arcana for Taurus and Libra, as it is ruled by Venus. But it could be any sign. This is an Empress. This is a mature woman. This is somebody who, you know, there are kings and queens who run kingdoms, and then there are empresses and emperors who run empires. Like, they've reached a certain level of maturity. She's very abundant. She's very nurturing. She's very fertile. She's able to, she's mastered all of the elements. So she can step into that Queen of Wands role or the Queen of Swords role very easily, right? There's just a level of maturity and femininity as well to the Empress. So there's this Empress energy. It can be a mother or something as well, right? A pregnant woman. It's feminine energy. And there's a Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is like a divorced woman sometimes, but I don't even know why I said that. I hardly ever do. But it's somebody who is, can be seen as a little jaded, or maybe I said that. That's why I said a divorced woman, because it's somebody who can be seen as, she's very logical about things now. She doesn't, you know, use her emotions to make her decisions. She's head over heart. She can cut, you know, she has two swords, this queen, and she's not afraid to cut people off. She's not afraid to say what she thinks. She's very direct. I mean, there's blood on this sword, but let's see. I'm explaining these cards a little differently than I usually do. I feel that's weird. Some in more detail than I usually go into anymore. Ten of Wands, again, that was on the bottom of the deck. Remember when the Ten of Swords first came out, the Ten of Wands I showed you, I was like, there's two tens. Ten of Wands, different deck, same card. Releasing yourself of burdens. The situation is oppressive. Look at it. It's like rotting and decaying, and it's holding someone back. That's the energy of this. It's like the need to unburden yourself. So there's healing here. There's rest, praying, meditating, resting after a painful ending. Now, there's two different, and maybe moving forward more like this Queen of Swords energy because of this past situation. This queen, both of these could be you, Scorpio, person watching, right? In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to figure it out for sure. Yeah, I want one more. Okay. What's this Empress? The Queen of Cups. I don't know if I just made it more confusing, because I was trying to figure out like if this was like the same energy. Because I feel like this is coming into this. This Empress energy is kind of like still looking back at the past, still looking at what happened here and this painful ending, and moving forward in this Queen of Swords energy. So then yeah, that is, okay, no, maybe I didn't confuse myself more. So then to clarify, again, I just wanted to clarify the Empress a little more. They gave me the Queen of Cups. So they gave me another queen, whole nother, right, queen. But I feel like that is saying that you are doing some healing from this past situation. There's a need for it. This card represents friendship and loyalty. So this is a general reading, right? Here we have the Hermit here, Virgo energy at the bottom. This is a general reading, and it's good. So for some people, because if you're watching currently, we have this Cancer full moon. We have a lot of things going on. Cancer is really affecting each sign right now, because what is Cancer? It's family, it's emotions, it's the subconscious, it's so people are dealing with, and things are being brought to the surface with you know, just emotions as well. So it's like things that need to be dealt with within family dynamics a lot, but a lot of things dealing with emotions and feelings and things that need to be released and, you know, looked at and then released. So cups are everywhere in all the readings, personal and wherever. So I say that to say this, like for some of you, this could be a family thing, because this card here could also represent a son or a brother. So it could be that there was some fighting, you know, with this could be a family issue. But there's definitely a need for emotional healing at the time. And there could have been like friendship and loyalty. Could have been, well, the Ten of Swords is betrayal, right? So it's healing from some betrayal, where loyalty was probably, there was none, or, you know, like your loyalties lied somewhere, but they did not have loyalty towards you. That type of energy. It's like, I feel like that's why it's almost like you were a lot more abundant before this happened, but like coming out of this energy and this Ten of Swords, it kind of made you move forward only more in the Queen of Swords energy, right? And that leaves you less able to manifest, you know, if you can't tap into all the elements as well. Okay, Scorpio, so let's see how it is moving forward, because we do have the Hermit here and we have the Four of Swords. So these are both like the same energy, but this is Major Arcana. This is as within, so without. It's that going within, soul searching, deep diving into yourself, taking time away from everything. So I feel like that's kind of like the energy for the week, is to kind of like come back to yourself, you know, and do this take this time in solitude, some time in solitude, and rest and heal and deal with some emotions and process them, because you don't want to move forward where you haven't dealt with this, and you're not going to be able to trust, you know, it's going to manifest differently for everybody, but you're going to have trust issues, or you're going to have, you know, it's just carrying baggage. So it's important to like take time to process and heal these emotions. And that if you're watching currently, the energies are great for that right now. Very supporting energies to do all of that. Five of Swords. This is like a little bit worse than the Five of Wands, because swords cut. You know, these are just sticks over here. Here we have very not fighting fair, winning at all cost. Could be some lying going on. It's not a good energy. And the Wheel of Fortune. So what's the Wheel of Fortune about first? That's the Emperor trying to pop out. What's the Wheel of Fortune for Scorpio? Temperance. Temperance. Temperance is, that's Sagittarius energy. Temperance is balancing and healing. The Wheel of Fortune is Temperance. I want to say the Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius energy too. I want to say that. I think it is. And the Page of Cups over here. This is that. So with this card, sometimes I get, like, you see how, I think she's a fortune teller, right? And she's got this thing and she's going to spin the wheel and he's sitting there waiting to hear, like, what will his fate be? When really we create our own fate. We create our own destiny. Yes, there are fated things happen, you know, all of that. but we all have free will, and we all create our own realities. And, you know, whenever you are sitting and waiting for, like, it's okay to get advice through tarot readings and everything like that, but never, you know, always run it through your own personal filters. Never let anybody tell you, you know, how something is going to be. You can accept it or not. It's just, we're just looking at energies and what the energies are. You can use those energies to create whatever you want. So, but it's like, whenever it's like there's some, I don't know, it's like his powers being given away or something by being like, oh, what is it going to be? Like, whatever this lands on, you know, and it's giving his power away, because it's like, if that's what he decides, if he believes that, then that's what he's going to manifest, right? There's something about this, because the Wheel of Fortune can be this karmic wheel too, these karmic cycles, right, that we get stuck in. It's weird. The energy off of this right now. It's like, what's going to happen? What's the fate? What's it going to be? Or, you know? And the Five of Swords, it doesn't always have to be with somebody else or with other people. It can be both. But it's like, it can be mental conflict as well. We have the Page of Cups here and the Page of Cups here. That can talk about an apology, or, you know, it's like a cup, so it's like a small, it's not a knight or a king, or, you know, it's not a huge declaration of love, but it's something small. So there's the Emperor. There's the Ten of Cups. There's the happiness. There's two tens here. So we have three tens. There's super big. Hold on, guys. Another 10. Wow. King of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Empress and the Emperor. Give me a second. I feel like you're trying, okay. See this card? It can talk about your job, but this isn't, I don't think this is job related. It can be. You take the energy and apply it how it goes, but a lot of times I feel like this is like an anchor or something that has been weighing somebody down or keeping somebody chained to something that has been broken here, right? I feel like and then here's that wheel, that karmic wheel. I feel like, well, the chain is broke here. So I think you maybe get yourself stuck out of, or unstuck, I'm sorry, from something that you were kind of like, where you were giving your power away, or you were, talks about divine timing as well. It's like you're waiting on something and being, in the meantime, there's a lot of conflict and fighting and not fighting fair. But and then the Temperance card, the tempering and balancing. So maybe like there's some type of tempering and balancing that's going to happen here in the future between the physical and the emotional, for sure, because on both sides of this Emperor, we have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, which all of these people are writing something, and they're moving towards something. You see there, she's writing that she's breaking off the carousel, the wheel, breaking free. There's the Emperor energy, and then this Ten of Cups. It's like you're moving towards some type of emotional fulfillment, right? All of them are I don't know though, because it's weird. There's like a chick on this one and a chick on this one, and then this Emperor sitting there on a rocking chair that really, in all actuality, isn't going to move anywhere. It's just going to rock back and forth. And it's like this one's going this way and that one's going that way too, but I don't know, it's weird. That's again, there's this wheel here in the middle of it. I feel like there's some type of cycle of emotional and material fulfillment that's trying to be gained. Like a loop that somebody's been stuck in. I do see it breaking though. Something happening here. I'm gonna have to get more. Hold on. Give me one more on this wheel. And the Temperance card. 5 of Wands again. Another fucking 5. So we've got the 5 of Wands twice. The 5 of Swords. In this deck, this 5 of Wands is like she's placating this snake or dragon or beast. It's like I find it amusing. It's like she's placating them. She's feeding them these apples that just happen to be dropping out from underneath her dress. I'm going to have to look at something real quick, actually. Remain calm in the face of perceived obstacles. They do not threaten you in any serious way. Find ways to placate your possible foes. Oh, okay. Yes, never mind. Oh, that makes more sense. Harmless challenge, a test of courage, ingenuity. Find ways to placate your foes. So again, there's this level of, there's competition because it talks about your foes, but it's like, it's somehow, some way she's feeding energy to it though, right? Because this is conflict and competition. It's really the energy of kind of like feeding into it in a way with that card. It's literally feeding it. I don't know, Scorpio. You have the choice. Didn't I just say that earlier? That's what it is. It's going to be different for everyone. Maybe that's why I'm having such a hard time. It's going to be different for everyone. But it's like you really have the choice on how you don't give your power away. You know, you decide how you want this to end. But there is a cycle here. There's something where somebody's like caught in a loop where they're like going from... I mean, look at everything on the wheel. Like, I don't know. It's just like the wheel keeps spinning and wherever it stops, that's where you land. Sometimes you're happy. Sometimes you get some type of time and attention or monetary happiness. Or there's Emperor. Or sometimes there's fighting. And sometimes there's 5 of Wands or 5 of Swords. You know, it's like almost like you decide when you want to get off this merry-go-round. It's going to be different for everybody. But that's what this is. It's a merry-go-round. Scorpio. So I'm going to end it. No, I'm going to get you some advice. But that's what it is. So here you've been through a situation. This is all connected. So you've been through a situation in the past where it wasn't heading towards stability. There was conflict, competition, and fighting. There wasn't clarity. You couldn't see which way you were going. And there was disagreements, fights, sadness, regret, sorrow. So there's this, it is a cycle. That's why you kept having 10s, but it's like you're not, there's also like a karmic cycle, somehow, some way, there's things that are keeping you stuck, pulling this lever, like to see if you're going to get something good or what. It's like, but you're giving your power away. So you keep feeding into this. And it's going to be different for everyone. Let's get some advice. You could stay on that ride for as long as you want. But that's what it is. It's a ride. It's a cycle. It's a karmic cycle. I'll get you some advice. Scorpio, that's crazy. I mean, you could keep spinning it and see, like, you could keep chancing it and see, but I just feel like there's this level of not having control, not taking control of your destiny, not taking control of your future. It's allowing it to be dependent on whatever the fucking wheel lands on, or what, it's like, instead of you just deciding you're going to be happy and being happy, or you're going to do this and doing it, right? There's feeding into something else here. All right, advice for Scorpio for the next week. Advice, okay. Ancient forest. Let's see what it is. I'm gonna have to clean up my room pretty soon. So this card says, your roots go deep. Incredible, radiant, healing strength is available to you and grows within you. Do not doubt your abilities. You're so much more than you can possibly imagine. There's immense, unseen, but very real support around you. You are loved and cherished. You are grounded, stable, and strong as your spirit reaches high to the heavens. So that's this temperance too. So there is, sometimes this temperance energy can be like angelic, spirit guide advice. Spirit guide advice. Guides that are around you, because that's that as above, so below, bringing it into the physical out of the ethers. So it says that, and there it is. It's like you're grounded here, but also your spirit reaches to the heavens, right? And if you like, there's that energy would definitely come in handy if you want to kind of like jump off this cycle. These readings are very multi-layered. They have multiple meanings and multiple layers to them, I guess. Okay, so your native spirit wants you to know. Throughout the world, those in indigenous cultures revere what is called the tree people. The powerful life force of trees can bring healing, strengthening, and grounding energies. The kind of tree might vary from culture to culture, but the reverence and gratitude for its beneficial energies are the same. The ancient forest is alive with nature's spirits. Additionally, each tree has an individual spirit, especially powerful and resilient. The forest can survive the harshest conditions because of the mutual support of the spirit of the entire forest. Your greatest strength is silent and deep. It does not need a show of force. It just is. Inner power is found through contemplation, reflection, and meditation. Didn't the Hermit card come out? Yes. There's a need for that. Oh yeah, I said there's a need to kind of like, yes. So there it is again. A need to kind of like come back to yourself and take time, and yeah. Sometimes it comes from times of growth and change. Other times it springs from surviving and conquering painful situations. That's what this is. So there's a level for you to have a big completion here. There, like if you take your power back in this situation, that's gonna help you. It's gonna. You would have incredible growth. You would really, for one, take your power back in a situation, and you would take back control of your happiness and your destiny and where you're going and when you're doing it and all of that. So that's what it is for this week, Scorpio. If that didn't resonate, check your other placements, your sun, your moon or your rising, Venus, and hit the like button on your way out, guys. Check back with me next week. Bye. Okay, Taurus, my bulls. Sorry, give me 1 second. My phone is about to die, but you know what? I can't get to my chargers very easily. So we're going to try to film this, my last before my last video, before this is done and I can send it out. So this is for Taurus. Sorry, let me shuffle these real quick. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Oh. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross Watcher, whoever. Save the best for last, right? No, I'm just saying that because I'm a Taurus and because it's true. I'm just kidding. Yes, I saved you guys for last, my Taurus. You know how we are. We're never in a hurry. We're not in a hurry. We don't have to be first. Okay. I mean, because, you know, when you already know your place, you don't have to worry about rushing. I guess. Makes sense, right? So what is Taurus most need to hear, you guys? I've decided this is, I'm probably not going to do this spread anymore. It's my last hurrah. And I also decided that this is going to be for all fixed signs. So there's that. All right. What does Taurus most need to know about the week ahead? Okay. Present. We're going to go over them all once I get them out. And this isn't going to resonate for every single Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. It's going to come through for who needs to hear it. And you can check your other placements or check back with me. If it doesn't resonate, don't make it fit. Present. Zodiac sign of Taurus. Ooh la la. A little Two of Cups action. Future. Ooh, I like it. Because look, we've gone from the Four of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles. That's a double up. That's what you call a double up in tarot. No, I'm just kidding. I made that up right now. It is a double up though. King of Swords at the bottom. It is progress on the path. Alright, Four of Pentacles. Ooh, Diablo. Oh. What? Oh, as a Taurus, I'm intrigued. Two of Cups, Six of Cups. Talk about a soulmate. Talk about a soulmate. That's a soulmate with a past life connection. Let's see what that's about. Future. That's a lot, you guys. Oh my gosh. So the Eight of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. So what is this? Okay. Seven of Swords is at the bottom. Look, and the King of Swords here. So there's, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Let's see. We'll see how it plays out. So in the past, this looks like double energy. It'll be different for everyone. I mean, you could be, there's Capricorn, but it's coming out here with the Four of Pentacles. So it's like, Four of Pentacles is holding on to things, not letting things go. It's keeping things close to you, right? And that's not always a bad thing, but it's like coming out with this devil energy. It's like maybe the devil was holding something up, holding it back, making you, you know, the devil energy can manifest differently. It's addictions, it's codependent relationships, toxic behaviors, fear. So fear could have been stopping something. Fear could have been, you know, making you hold back or somebody else hold back. A codependent, or I mean, a addiction. I don't know. Let's just see. What is this devil? Wow. They gave me a lot, guys. Hold on. The Six of Cups again. Okay. So the devil was. Look, this is the Six of Cups, which we have the Six of Cups right here too. So there's maybe some type of connection where there was an addiction or a codependent toxic behavior that was I don't know. It's going to be different for everyone, like I said, but it was definitely keeping someone bound or held back, because that's what the devil does too. Children could be involved. That's weird. Okay. So in the past, I don't know what happened, but there was a devil energy. There was some type of toxicity that was making somebody be very guarded and, you know, in the Four of Pentacles energy, it's like you're holding on to things so much that you're not able to get, you couldn't get to an Eight of Pentacles because you won't let go of these Four Pentacles that you have. If you want to get 4 more Pentacles, you have to put these Pentacles down, right? So this is good because somehow there's been a break from this Four of Pentacles energy, because we have the Eight of Pentacles twice up here. But in the past, there was a toxicity, some devil energy that was keeping that from happening. And there's this soulmate connection as well, past life, something going on. It's almost like somebody decided to go towards their own abundance, their own, it's like breaking off this wheel here, right? Ten of Pentacles is material abundance. It's your home. It's the way you live, your material world. This does feel like a bit of flying off the handle, or hold on. What's this Knight of Swords? Oh. Death card for the Knight of Swords. Okay, well, check it out. It'll be different for everyone. Here's the Five of Pentacles. This is feeling left out in the cold, a feeling of lack. So in the past, there was a what happened is this transformed. This whatever this was, it transformed into this Eight of Pentacles twice, Ace of Cups, right? We have Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, Six of Cups twice. Something transformed here, but something died for it to happen. Okay, there was an ending. And to clear this Death card, it is Scorpionic energy. So we have Scorpio, Capricorn. Those are the 2 major arcana we have right now. But it's like this card represents happiness as well. And it can represent that a matter is small or petty. But I feel like in the past, you broke free. Somebody broke free. They kind of like decided to go after their own abundance. It's like there was the Six of Cups energy here, but in this deck also, it's more like remembering who you are. So somebody, obviously this wasn't moving forward, right? This was a stuck energy. So somebody decided to kind of like go after, you know, what they wanted in the world. This is material, it's Pentacles. While also there's this soulmate to the future, this soulmate energy, right? And the Six, it's like almost communicating like this is dead, this is over, and it meant it. So because this Knight of Swords is like coming this way, like the communication is like, you know, moving forward, this is dead, this is like where I'm moving towards my own abundance here. Now in I mean, the Ten of Pentacles is family, right? Because the Nine of Pentacles is self-abundance and self. So it's like almost like this is what I'm moving towards. I'm moving towards Ten of Pentacles. This is me. I'm being true to myself. I'm being true to what I want. I know who I am. This is what I want. And communicating that. But the Knight of Swords, sometimes your communication isn't that great because you can kind of speak without thinking. But also it is just quickly and directly communicating this, though. It looks like it's not, the communication looks to be like, I know who I am, I know what I want, and this is what I'm going for, and anything else is just kind of like, it's like deading, this feels like you deaded a situation. So what's this then, right? So here, there is, I mean, it's an ending and then something new here. This is a transformation. Possibly, because this should be connected to this. So another the Four of Swords. At least there was something where you thought, like you really felt like this was something that ended in the past, okay? It felt, there's, it looked so good, Taurus. I mean, it's not that it's so bad right now, but I mean, we do have the Five of Cups here. And we have this card, which represents something that's not yet determined or that could go either way. It happens to be a number 6, which we are dealing with these 6s with this past life soulmate energy, okay? And also, as I'm recording, this is Cancer has been in everybody's shit. Here's the moon, Cancer. Cancer talks about the subconscious, things that are hidden, things that are not, you know, it talks about things that are unknown. Cancer is family and all of that. So I've been telling all the signs that a lot of that has been going on for everybody, dealing with, bringing up and dealing with emotions, and especially as it concerns family and those type of dynamics. But this is like a 2 of Cups, 6 of Cups. This is like a soulmate connection type energy. But there's things that are hidden and unknown, and this card is like a public card, or it represents like there's a lot of people involved. There's 4 of Swords, this resting and healing, probably from this that's going on as well. Also, the 4 of Swords can be praying and meditating. It's like taking some time in solitude. I have to get one more. Damn it. Page of Cups. Okay. And as I'm recording this, we are doing Mercury retrograde. So I feel like, because the 6 of Cups is nostalgia and thinking back to the past too. So it'll be different from everybody. Maybe some of you guys are just thinking back to this and kind of like remembering the good times, or wondering if you made the right decision. And maybe like there's somebody that's coming back from the past where you thought the situation was dead or ended, and it's like you've been healing and there's still things here. Like there's still, you know, it's like we do have divine timing in the karmic wheel here. It's like, this card usually, there's just a lot of people involved in this. And then the Page of Cups is like this small, it's like a declaration of love, but a small one, a page, right? So like I'm sorry, or an offer. I almost feel like this is somebody trying to rekindle this, whatever this was. But there's still like so many unknowns, and there's still healing that's still going on from this, right? This toxic, whatever it was. And there's still like, there's a lot of people around this energy, around this connection. There's a lot of other energies. So, yeah, let's see what future and then we'll do. Oh, I forgot to do advice for Scorpio, and I almost forgot to do it for you guys. I'm upset that I did that for Scorpio. I'm trying to think if I want to do it for you guys. We'll see how this plays out. Okay. Possible future. 8 of Pentacles twice. Ace of Cups. Page of Swords. Wow. 4 of Cups. This is interesting. There's the Ace of Cups too at the bottom. This is self-love. So check it out, Taurus. Whatever this is, it's either you're remembering, you're thinking back about this connection or something that about it. It could be like coming back around now, you know, these retrogrades. But it's like, again, here it was. There's still too many unknowns. There's still too much hidden. And there's a lot of people, too many people around this connection. So it's almost like you're deciding to kind of like, well, for one, you're deciding to work on yourself. I feel like you or somebody else, it's like they're still maybe keeping an eye on somebody, or there may be some small communication that's happening. But ultimately, it's like you're holding on to your cup here. You're not really giving it out, because the Four of Cups is underneath that. You see how she's isolated there? It's boredom and discontent. It's not accepting an offer, right? It's kind of like being closed off to that. The Sun is here. That's enlightenment. And then this blockages, because I feel like there's still blockages with whatever this is. So it's like gaining your own I really feel like this is like really focusing more on self, which I really like that. But I do want to know, why is the Eight of Pentacles here twice? I'm not going to do you guys an advice one. I didn't do it for Scorpio. It's not that big of a deal. I am doing an advice oracle, just not with a tarot. Why is this Eight of Pentacles here twice? Eight of Pentacles twice. Why? We do have the Seven of Swords over here. Like, there's just still... It's funny, look, 1221. Because this is the number 12. And there's mirroring here, 21. And that's kind of like mirroring numbers. And this card represents seeing something from a different point of view. It represents enlightenment, expansion in your consciousness. It can represent like being stuck or hung up sometimes, or being, you know. But I think this is having like a dual perspective on something, or... dual, these are the mechanics. Why do I hear that? Because of those gears right there in this one. I think you're just choosing... It's like you're the Knight of Pentacles. This is Earth energy. Pisces. It's like you're, and this one is like one who fights for justice in this deck. It's like you're, I just feel like you're really going on your own. It's like really, I really feel like you're not comfortable with this. And instead of, I love this. It's like, instead of like getting caught up in this, it's choosing to focus on what you want to work on. To look into the things that are going to help you build your material success, and keeping your cup close to you. It's like not really, I mean, I feel like you're, like I said, I feel like this energy is showing up because maybe there's some type of small communication going on, but it's still not, it's like you are aware, you are enlightened to the fact that there are still blockages and obstacles with whatever this is. And we're just looking at the next week. But I love it that in the next week, I mean, we do have a bit of mirroring going on here, and we have these Two of Cups here. So maybe there is an energy where these two are both working. It's like you're both working on your own things though, right? But it is mirroring. It's good. And it's being on the right path and on the right track. Okay, but still, your cup is your cup. You know, there's keeping tabs or eyes and a small communication, but it's like I'm really focused on my own enlightenment, my own, you know, there's very positive energy here. And it's like really just, the Four of Cups is usually, I usually say, you know, you don't need to keep yourself in that bubble. But in this case, we have the Eight of Pentacles twice. It's like you are working on something. And there's a reason, right? There's blockages and it's not really the time. So that's why you're keeping your emotions close for the next week, okay? Which is great. You're doing the right thing. You're on the right path. Let's see what advice, additional advice, Spirit offers for Taurus. Well, they came right out with it. Spirit of Earth. Oh, that makes perfect sense. Spirit of Earth. Who got that? I don't remember who got that. Nature spirits. Nature spirits. Our Spirit of Earth and nature spirits. Are you kidding me? Earth is coming through. Gaia is coming through for Taurus. Nature spirits. So this card says, joy, delight, peaks of carefree abandon, living wildly, magically, and free. Be open to the wonders of the universe flooding into your life. Innocence and delight are abounding. Happiness is on its way. Your native spirit wants you to know. Almost every indigenous culture recounts stories of fairies, often called little people. I do. And nature spirits. Although some of the fairies act in protection of their wild lands and should be treated with care and respect, most often they bring blessings and delight to all in their realm. If this nature spirit card chooses you, then welcome to a wellspring of joy and magic. Beneath the surface, mystical interventions are occurring in your life. Relax, all is well. You hear me? Taurus. My fellow Taurus. This is like nature, the little people, like however it resonates with you, conspiring in your favor. They're helping you. It's like relax. Things are happening. That's why I cannot make this shit up. These are the mechanics. That's why I was seeing. It's like, thank you. Thank you. While you're working, things are happening behind the scenes as well that are helping you, okay? So it's like relax, because you're like, this is leading toward whatever's going on here. However, whatever plays out with this, you're on the right track. And also, I feel like there's a lot of good energy coming in. So definitely check back with me next week, Taurus. I told you I saved the best for last. I'm just happy because I'm a Taurus, and it's been tough for Taurus. So thank you guys. Hit the like button on your way out. You know I love you. See you next time. Bye.